BassResinator here, coming at you with wild pomegranates. Now, I don't grow these, but person down the street when I was walking my dog had trimmed their tree, and there was one blossom and 3 of these pods, and these are wild ones, so they're not the big old ones that you can I don't know how many little tiny seeds you could get out of this. Sure wouldn't be very many. But I thought, hey, let me try pomegranate, wild pomegranate in here. Actually, the blossom up in the head and this back in the body. So I got out some colors that I thought would go with this. And so I got peach red resin dye from Let's Resin, rose red color shift powder from Let's Resin. I'm gonna dust the head with that, and then do the toenails with this Galactus metallic flake from, of course, Tropical Glitz. Everybody's getting used to me using them, but hey, when they got good stuff, can't help myself. Sugar pie honey bunch. Sorry. Okay, going in with the rose red, and this is a color shift. I don't know exactly what it's going to shift to and from, but we'll see when we pull it out of here. But the head is going to have this color. I already put the eyes in, and of course they are a little bit red as well. In a little bit I'll try and show you what they look like, if we can see through the mold. Well, by putting this all the way up in the head, I guess that flower is not going up in the head. I just thought of that. I'm like, well, that's not going to do too well. Okay, now put that lid back on before I make a massive mess. I don't know, you can sort of tell around the edges there's a little pinkish red. Well, you're going to have to take my word for it. My word! Take my word. It's a bird. I got to clean that little bit. It went, started going into his leg. Can't have that. Big wipes to the rescue. Whoop, hanging on my hand. Okay, now, what happened here? Well, it must have been with my brush. Some of that color shift mica went right down on top of my pomegranates. I thought, wait a minute, because what I did with I'll show you with this one. I put UV resin on there to try and prevent. I may get some bubbles with this curly thing back here, but with those little blossomy things in the middle, And so I did the same thing with the actual flower. I got in there with some UV resin, hopefully to prevent any disasters. Now, I didn't seal the outside. I hope I don't have any problem with that. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put down just a little bit of clear UV resin on the back to help hold the flower and that pod itself so they don't go drifting. Oh, I have an idea. Don't know if it'll work. Put this down like that. Put more on the flower itself. And then this part, go like that. Now, zap it, and then I'll go put this under the big lamp. Dun 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 dun. And then the rest I will put in a deep pour resin, and I'll use that peach red colorant so that we can see a little bit of the color from this of its natural color with that clear on the bottom. Cool. I am so glad I thought of that. Oh, you know what? I needs to mix up some more. Oh no, sorry about that. Was reaching to get one of these so that I can mix up some of that Galactus metal flakes and put them in the toes. Some sand still from pulling that flower out. This is really, one of my subscribers asked me, how did you find out about these guys? And I said, you know, I don't even know how I found out about Tropical Glitz. But when I first saw their product, I thought, man, that really looks like some pretty glittery. And then I saw they were using it in automotive paint, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that would work in resin. It works in resin, believe me. And if you look in the description below, I have a link that if you use that link, you can get a $30 discount. It's probably just a one-time thing, but hey, if you can save 30 bucks on this stuff, you can get quite a pile. And if you're into more than just resin work, if you're into painting metal things and such, yeah, you'll have fun with their wow, why is it? Here. It's like I'm not getting a big enough globule. of my toothpick. Get in there. Maybe I did not use enough resin in this. Maybe he'll only have colored toenails on the front. Because I don't have much in here. I guess I was thinking I was doing that the little mini frog mold that I have. And this would have been ample to do all 4 feet toenails. Now this is a part of a collaboration called Froggy Friday, and I would encourage you to look down in the description. And there's not all that many of us doing it right at this point. You know, other people might hop on board. Yeah, that was unintentional. I said that on purpose. Just trying to be finny. If you're getting my drift. Give a look-see to all the other people that are... Oh, I know what I can do. There's just a little bit left. I'll give 1 toenail each of the back of the hind legs. I've seen different people they'll color just 1 fingernail. I will admit ignorance. I don't know why they do it that way. I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything. I just don't. I mean, there's probably a good reason for it. I just don't know it. But this Froggy, the reason for this, I'm running out. Ay, ay, ay. These toes are much, much deeper than that little mini frog mold that I have. Duh. Now, if somebody watching this knows a reason why you only color 1 fingernail, you can put it in the comments and make me the wiser. 'Cause I don't know. You will not offend me if you say, dude, really? You don't know? Well, I'll tell you, I don't know. I really don't. It's not that big of a deal to me. I don't color my nails, so I'll come back to you after that's cured up. Okay, I mixed up about 5 ounces of Promise Epoxy Deep Pour resin and it's the quick cure kind, so it'll be, instead of usually deep pours take 48 hours or so, and this takes about 24 hours. So I've got clear UV resin down there on the bottom, and I've got the UV resin on the toes, and hopefully this will release around this flower thing. This is a very, very pretty color, and if you know what pomegranate color is, I think I got pretty close to it with this. Yeah, and it's actually accentuating that pod and the flower. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Dun 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 dun. It's coming up into the foot. I should have probably painted in the toe and the feet. Well, I didn't. And it's too late now. Okay, I better not mess around with that anymore and end up overflowing it. And I have a few bubbles here that came. I put it through the vacuum chamber, but I'm sure that those came out from me pouring it on top of that pod. Well, okay, baby, cure nicely. Now, I don't know if that is, it is a bubble. And I was able to catch it. I thought maybe it had cured underneath the UV resin that I had put down there, but I hadn't noticed any. Down. Well, where did that big old giganto bubble come from? The good thing is it came up and popped. There's another one. They must be coming out from underneath that pod. Hopefully I don't have problems with it. Trying to see where they are originating. Oh, in those little flowers. I can see it right now. I did not get enough UV resin down in there, and it's just oozing up. But as long as they keep oozing up and popping, fine by me. Pop. Okay, well, I'll just let this do its thing, and I'll check you tomorrow for the unmolding. Hope this comes out swimmingly. See you then. Well, I went to sleep, and when I came in this morning, that UV glue, or the UV resin that I glued those things down, came loose. And so we have floating pomegranates. So I'm going to have to trim that off when I get that out so that it'll sit flat. So Pomegranate Janet, that's this one's name is Janet. You didn't know that, did you? Well, now you do. Her name is Janet. Pomegranate Janet did a number on me. So I hope And there was also a little bubble right here. I'll be able to fill that with some UV. I may end up having to, after I trim that down, see what I'm looking at, may have to put a little bit of UV resin in to fix it all up. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I already started looking. I'll tell you. I got his back toes, her back toes out. But this is a really pretty. Look how clear that is. Okay, I did not do the front. You don't want to rip a toe off. Come on out of there. Just me saying that, come on out of there, I was actually hitting the chords of Midnight at the Oasis. For some reason, all of a sudden, I just started thinking, come on out of there now. Midnight at the Oasis. Yep. Crazy things happen. Sometimes it's a word, sometimes it's a series of notes that are part of the original song. So, yeah. Oh no, I've got some problem here. Yeah, just a second. You know what it is. I forgot to cure it from the backside. Well, shame upon my head. So that UV resin right there did not cure up. Get that out of the way. Oh, that is really pretty here. But let me try and figure out how I'm going to fix this. Well, those eyes really match that resin. Okay. I'm thinking I need to get a glove on. I touched it and I'm like, no, there's something really not right. See, that's, I'll put that into the lamp, but I want to clean this out. Oh, that's just messing it up. Okay. Surgery time on Pomegranate Janet. Oh, you know what? I bet will work really good with these big wipes. Well, she's got a gash in her back. Okay, so I got all the nasty sticky from around the edge cleaned up. Now I got to figure out how to fix that. Bummer! This was not supposed to happen this way. It's still... Okay, well, let me get that part cured. And then I will do a little bit more surgery with some UV resin. Yeah, that's bummer. Okay. Oh, by me curing that, it caused a bubble down inside to stay. And this thing's still teetering around. Okay, let me get underneath there. Get some of that resin so that bubble. Come on now. Come on now. There, I got that bubble out. It's going to have a little bit of a lump back here, but if I can get those bubbles out, it'll be clear enough that we can see through. You know what I may do? Yep, put you on pause. Serious surgery time. Just needed to see where that was. Wouldn't you know it, my blade came out of that stupid goodness. I'll clean it up again in just a bit. You know, we had to dissect frogs in zoology. This is bringing back my college days. Dissected a bunch of other things too. Lots of things. As soon as I get this chunk off. Yeah, I'm getting there. But this is why I got out of medicine. I was pre-med for a while till I saw the cadaver, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not gonna do that. Okay, so I made that hole bigger so I can repair it easier. Are there any other spots? No. Okay, now clean it up again. Then I'm going to have to do surgery on the bottom. Making a mess. I think I need to get another one of those. I think I overloaded that one big wipe with Mrs. Pomegranate's guts. Okay, now I may just polish the whole back with a little bit of, with a thin coat of UV. Man. Bummer. Such a cool idea. It went slightly awry. Try and blend all of this. A little bit too much dribbling over the edge right here. Well, I'm going to keep working on this. You're seeing what I'm doing. I'll get it nice and smooth here. Okay, I turned Janet over and I cut off the flower part, and I think if I just put a little, fill in those spots and put a little bit in the feet area, it'll sit correctly. So that's what I'm planning on doing right now. That little bubble right here. And blossom, a little bit right there. Cover those over. You know what? I need to set this down on something that will hold it somewhat flat. That's too close to the screen. Let me find something else. Maybe the frog mold itself. I'm going to do the front side first, and then I'll turn around and get the back. Hold it in place with this. Well, you see what I'm doing. I'm going to get it under the bigger lamp right now. So I'll come back to you after I flip her back over and get that top side finished up. Well, I got her about as good as I can. Underside's all coated. You can see the pomegranate in there, and you can see the bottom side of the flower and the top side of the flower because it floated. It's in the armpit. Ay. But that, if I would have had black resin behind this, I know that red this mica that's the color shifting would be a little bit different, but that's fine. It was really super clear. Don't forget to cure both sides. I did it with the eyes, and they came out perfect. Look at that. Well, Pomegranate Janet had to have surgery. That just shows that all of us who have had surgery, major surgery, she did. She had back surgery, and she had tripas surgery. Tripas, innards. Yeah, but look at those little that one toe that has the galactus. Yeah. Shame that it came out with a little bump on the back, but what a pretty color. Pomegranate Janet. Okay, now this is part of a collaboration, so go and check out the others in the collaboration. You'll see the playlist in the description, and also let them know what you think about theirs. And everybody's coming up with something totally different every week, so come on and join the fun. Hop on the bandwagon. Yep, ribbit. Pomegranate Janet says, be there or be rhomboidal. Okay, subscribers, thank you for hanging out with me and putting up with me and watching me do surgery, but she came out okay. Yep, she did. Okay, we'll see you next week. Or tomorrow. Or whenever I put another video out. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and click that little bell. And then every time I put out something new, you'll know about it. We'll see you then.